Hey guys, what's up? It's Addy here, and today I'm making a video. As you can see in the title, I'm going to be talking about Lavar Ball, maybe a little bit about the March Madness and what's going on, and a little bit about the NBA playoff picture. I'm playing a blacktop video, as you can see. Alongside it, LeBron, Isaiah, Steph Curry, and Kawhi Leonard. So yeah, um, lots. A lot to talk about today, so I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna start with the playoff picture because I have a lot to say about the rest. So playoff picture wise, I really see that these four teams, like the guys from these four teams, will most probably be in the Eastern Conference Finals. LeBron versus Isaiah, and Steph versus the Spurs. Personally, I'm a Celtics fan, obviously, as most people know who watch my videos. So I want the Celtics to win, obviously. But you know, it's shaping out pretty interesting this year in terms of playoff picture. The East is battling a lot for that eighth spot, and the Celtics very close to taking LeBron's spot as the leader in the East. A lot of upset talks are happening, but personally, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I think it's gonna be the same as the last 2 years, Warriors versus Cavs. Yeah, I think we haven't moved on from that era yet, but I really think it'll be interesting to see, maybe a Harden versus Westbrook kind of matchup, because oh shoot, Isaiah dunking it. The Harden versus Westbrook matchup could be interesting, and it really doesn't get interesting until like you really get lower in the bracket, obviously. And along with that, you know, um, completely forgot what I was gonna say right there. But the playoff picture looks like it's gonna work out. Just like it seems. I think these four teams are expected to really push through. But there will be a lot of competition. Once it gets forward more in the playoffs. What I really want to talk about is, so the Thunder just played the Warriors, and for some reason the NBA is full of guys fighting each other these days. If somebody, I mean, I'm sure most of you guys have seen the Serge Ibaka, Robin Lopez crap that happened with the punching. I really don't understand why two players who really have no importance in the NBA would try to fight each other. I mean, it's just nonsensical to me. But the Warriors Thunder game got pretty heated, and I was pretty disappointed. I feel bad for Russell Westbrook because he's such a competitive guy, and yeah, I mean, people who know and have seen him and known him for a while as a player know that he's very competitive and he loves to compete. And I mean, fighting aside, I mean, there was a fight in that game too, as Curry buries a three, but there was a fight in that game too, but he wasn't like the Thunder. They have a lot of passion when they play the Warriors. They aren't able to capitalize because Westbrook can't do everything by himself, and so they get pounded every time they play. And so I just feel bad for him because Westbrook's a top-notch player. He just has nobody with him, and that could be that's basically the reason why those games don't turn out to be as interesting as they could have been. And Adam Silva gave out the, oh shoot, Isaiah Duncan again. But Adam Silva gave out the notice that the owners have to make their star players play because people buy tickets and all that stuff. And I obviously agree with that because I think it honestly doesn't. I mean, I understand that you want to rest your best players at the end, but people go to watch players the most towards the end or beginning of the season, because when it's the beginning of the season, you want to go see the opener because the teams still have a lot of teams are trying to prove themselves, and you don't really know how teams will turn out. And towards the end, you want to go support your team because the season's almost over, so maybe you want to go support your team that won't make the playoffs, or you want to go support your team because they're gonna make the playoffs, and you want to go show your support, or you're just so passionate you want to go see them already. And so, like, if I went to a Cavs game, I want to see the Cavs that are gonna possibly win the championship, not the Cavs that are like reserves. And so, I mean, I definitely support what Adam Silva is doing and his point of view in that. But I'm going to move on to bigger things, more annoying things that have been happening lately. I'm sure everyone knows about the Ball family. I personally like Lonzo a lot myself, but I don't like his dad at all. And I mean this with like a burning passion, how much I hate his dad. I had to make this video just about his dad because his dad he's ruining not only his own reputation, but his son's reputation. And every time I watch Lonzo play, he plays excellently. Everybody knows that. But I mean, he's not better than Steph Curry, and that's where it makes it worse. If your son goes into the NBA or playing in college, if my son was playing in college or in the NBA, I wouldn't go around saying that he's better than players already. He hasn't even proven himself he hasn't proved himself yet, even at the NBA level. How is he supposed to prove that he's a superstar in the NBA level? We don't know. I mean, people have expectations from him. That's why he's expected to go one or two, at least top three in the draft. And I understand that because his stats show it. But saying it's. I mean, lately Lavar has been saying that his son is better than, or is gonna be better than Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, in my list, is about like top 3 players of all time, maybe top 5. That's a big thing to say. That is a huge thing to say for a player who hasn't even entered the NBA, to say that he's already better than Steph Curry and that he shoots better than Curry and he's going to be better than MJ Magic Johnson is a big thing to say. And LeBron obviously fired back about what he said to LeBron about LeBron's kids. I mean, that's an awful thing. I mean, LeBron's older son has deals from Kentucky and Duke already, and he's like 13. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know why you would say that your sons are better set up for the future. I don't think Lonzo's going to be better than LeBron James. That's a huge thing. And the worst possible thing that LeVar could have said is that he could beat Michael Jordan in one-on-one in their primes. I mean, I am a huge basketball fan, a huge basketball nerd. I basically know like everything about, from the greats to obviously everything that's happened in my time period as I've been alive. But I've also looked at things that happened while I wasn't alive, because I wasn't really alive to watch MJ play, and it's. I hadn't even heard LeVar Ball's name as a player who played in college. And he didn't, like, to say that he could beat MJ is an insult to MJ itself, because MJ averaged 35 points when LeVar was averaging 2.2, and everybody knows that now. But how could you say that? I mean, if he averaged 2.2 in the NBA, maybe I'd give it I wouldn't even give it a thought then, because then it's equal playing fields. But to be saying that on an easier level, college is obviously easier to score in, because the players are. I mean, when you play in college, when you play in the NBA, it's like playing the best player from every college team, basically, because each player has been drafted through their own story, but you have to still be the top of your play. You have to be the top of your team or you won't be drafted. So each player is an excellent player. And to say that you would beat Michael Jordan, the GOAT, is it just it hurts his son's reputation, which is the most. And, as a fan, or as an NBA fan, or as a guy who really checks news and everything, and I really like Lonzo. He seems like a very humble kid based on how he acts on the court, his interviews. He doesn't seem like he he is what his dad says, or he doesn't seem like a copy of his dad, which it's reassuring to me that he won't act like that when he's older, or won't act like that when he is actually on the NBA court, which he will be in a few months because he's definitely getting drafted, whether it's the Celtics or the Sixers, whoever drafts him ends up getting the first pick, second pick, third pick. I don't know, but he's definitely gonna make the NBA, and I personally would want if to unhurt his reputation. I think he needs to respond to what his dad has said and at least give people the thought that he doesn't think that, because personally I don't know whether he agrees with his dad or not, because I hope he doesn't think that he's better than Steph Curry already. I hope he doesn't think he's better than Jason Kidd already. I hope he doesn't think that he's better than Michael Magic Johnson already, because that would be way, I would lose all respect I have for him, because right now he doesn't act like his dad right now. But if he agrees with that stuff, I would want to know now, because I definitely don't want to be disappointed like that later. And I mean, he doesn't even have to say that he apologizes for what his dad said. I understand that parents have big expectations from their kids, and that's fine. But I don't. I want him to say that. Personally, I would want him to say that he hopes to live up to what his dad's expectation is of him, and hopes to go above and beyond than what people expect of him. And that is basically the best thing he could do right now. But instead, he hasn't said anything. I mean, obviously, he's not going to diss his own dad. I understand that. He doesn't have to say that his dad's an idiot or his dad's wrong. That's fine. To some extent, he is his dad. He can say whatever he wants, but he should still say something to let us know that he thinks that what his dad is saying is basically nonsense right now, because he hasn't proved anything at all. I want UCLA to win in March Madness, but it's hard to support them more and more when his dad goes out and says stuff like that. I mean, I was watching an interview of Stephen A. and Stephen A. Smith, and there was Lavar Ball there, and they were just yelling at each other nonstop, because Stephen A. I mean, they're both pretty loud guys and like to keep their opinion above the other. But I don't know how he could honestly say that at all. I mean, I get that he may be bigger than Michael Jordan, sure, because Michael Jordan was a small shooting guard, sorry, and LeVar Ball maybe was a power forward. I really don't know that, but I mean, basically that's his opinion, that since he was bigger, he could take him. But you're saying that about the GOAT. I mean, I'm even fine with what he says about his son, but he can't say he's better than Michael Jordan. That's way, way out of line. That's too out of line. And he definitely shouldn't bring LeBron's sons into it, because LeBron's still playing. His son's not even going to match LeBron yet. So it's just so much. It must be so frustrating to watch as the players that he calls out. Like, if I was Michael Jordan right now, I don't even know what I'd be reacting to. Because, I mean, I know that Michael Jordan's not going to react to it, because he's above that. He's over that. I mean, if he reacts to it, he's falling into the trap that LeVar wants, which is LeVar is there for publicity. And I mean, he's basically just trying to be on top of social media, keep his boys in the running, and let everybody kind of don't make people forget who his sons are. And I get that, and his sons are good. I like their play style. I watched them in high school. They were very good. But I personally want Lonzo to say something out that says that he isn't there yet, because he really isn't there yet. I mean, if he was there yet, he would have gotten drafted from high school like LeBron, and he would have been killing in the NBA right now, because apparently he's better than Steph Curry and MJ, Magic. or will be better than Magic Johnson, but he's already better than Steph Curry, so it shouldn't be a problem. So I mean, I hope that he lives. I mean, I actually want the Celtics to get Lonzo Ball because I really like the way he plays. He can affect a team without even scoring. That's how good, because he passes, he rebounds, he does everything, and that's his presence is great. And I really like UCLA right now, but I just hate his dad because of what he says. And I mean, it's all a publicity stunt just to stay in the mix. And I mean, it's a smart idea. It's just it just he shouldn't be attacking other guys because I don't think he's realizing what he's doing to his son's future. And what's the worst part is that he's got two more coming. So he's going to be talking about this crap for a long time, and people are just giving him more and more of a platform to talk about it because he's got two others coming. He's going to be talking about all three of his sons for a lifetime like this. I mean, if Lavar was that good, he would have made the NBA. That's my one excuse. And he would have been better than Michael Jordan if he is better than Michael Jordan. You don't just be better than Michael Jordan just because you could beat him one-on-one, which I also don't believe because that is absolute trash. But anyway, I had to make this video just so that I could tell all my fans, my viewers, what my point is on this crazy guy talking mad crap about legends and great GOAT players. But basically, I am a fan of Lonzo Ball. I do like the way he plays and his brothers. I actually like LaMelo the most, but I think Lonzo's probably set up for the best in the NBA based on his size and his shooting talent. And all-around game. I think he's going to be the best in the NBA, but LaMelo is my favorite because he's just a nasty shooter. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I might make another video based on how you guys react to this one. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of LaVar Ball. I really love to know what your opinions are on him. And don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. So yeah, click that button down below. Give us a like. Thanks so much, guys. Peace.